Road trips, which are often the most treasured experiences of a lifetime, allow friends and loved ones to bond while also testing and growing these relationships. They can also provide a sense of peace for those looking for solitude while being one-on-one with remote natural vistas that are constantly changing and so different from one's usual surroundings, such as when driving on the world's most scenic routes. Number 10. Highway 1, California. A road trip along Highway 1 in California is one of the most well-known in the US and around the world, made famous by the isolated and mysterious Big Sur stretch. This narrow byway road, which hugs the Pacific Ocean on one side and is surrounded by barren gray and brown mountains on the other, has postcard-worthy scenery at every turn. It is a 5-hour drivable trip year-round, stretching between Monterey and Morro Bay in a dramatic embrace of California's central coast over the crashing waves below, with incredible stopovers in between, including Carmel, Monterey, Santa Cruz, and Malibu, among many others. It starts just south of Los Angeles and runs almost the entire length of California's scenic coast, ending in northern Mendocino County. Although the Monterey area is known for its breathtaking scenery, don't hold your breath for too long because another climax awaits just south of there at Carmel by the Sea, a seaside paradise. Even so, there's the rugged Big Sur coastline with its breathtaking cliffs, towering redwoods, and the world-famous Bixby Creek Bridge. Number 9. Going to the Sun, Montana. This scenic iconic route, offering a good vibe 50-mile drive, provides an epic surprise of unforgettable sights upon reaching the summit at over 6,600 feet, earning the rightful titles of National Historic Place and Historic Civil Engineering Landmark. The byway cuts through the state's Glacier National Park from east to west, passing through some of the country's most mystical landscapes, including windswept alpine tundra, ancient glacial lakes, and dense cedar woods in the lowlands. Going to the Sun also includes the Continental Divide landmark at 2,025 meters high, located atop the tundra-laden Logan Pass, which offers a magnificent glacial lake snug in the lowland. The lookout is the best in the country for clear mountain shots in the area. The green slopes and snowy peaks are seen from this National Historic Landmark, contrast with the crisp blue sky and the yellow and brown terrain. Number 8. Great Ocean Road, Australia. Along the 400-mile stretch of this wildly scenic drive, visitors will have numerous opportunities to see wild koalas and kangaroos. The magnificent limestone natural stacks known as the 12 Apostles, located just offshore, are a popular photo stop along the way. The incredible gorge with pearlescent bay waters, home to Loch Ard Gorge, two yellow-washed cliffs with an intriguing story, is just minutes away in Port Campbell National Park. Other popular stops along this route for making memories include Teddy's Lookout, the Gibson Steps, and the London Bridge, among many others. In fact, good weather and the opportunity to camp or lodge among some of the most sought-after views in the Southern Hemisphere are almost always present. The great depths of the blue ocean and the region's lusciously green and multicolored vegetation are certain to leave an impression. Number 7. Amalfi Coast, Italy. This coastal landscape on the formerly known Strada Statale 163 was awarded the prestigious spot on UNESCO's World Heritage List in 1997, and it is full of navigating twists and turns for approximately 80 kilometers. The natural vistas, villages with palatial Renaissance mansions in between, and views of the expansive turquoise Tyrrhenian Sea make the Amalfi Coast easily Europe's most scenic drive. From the lush greenery of the mountains to the white and beige buildings on cobblestone streets, one will be immersed in all aspects of Italian life, from history and wilderness to modernity and style. The breathtaking Estrada, which begins in the atmospheric Salerno city and snakes along the Sorrento Peninsula's shoreline and cliffs, includes a Daredevil's Cliff flanked by towering rocky sides with the cerulean of the Mediterranean Sea below at different levels depending on the route's location. Number 6. Icefields Parkway, Alberta, Canada. Athabasca Glacier is seen from the Columbia Icefield Parkway in Jasper National Park, Canada. Highway travelers will find the need to take the trip again and again, finding something new to look at every time, including glaciers and waterfalls to pause at, as it runs for 232 kilometers through the heart of the Rockies, with incredible sights at each wheel turn. Commonly known as the most beautiful province in Canada in its natural scenery offerings to spectators, Alberta encompasses the much-celebrated Icefields Parkway country route that connects Lake Louise to Jasper. During this, easily one of the most scenic drives in the world, one will encounter Canada's national treasures, including some of the most sought-after destinations, making everyone jealous. Number 5. Karakoram Highway, Pakistan, China. This is one of the world's highest paved roads, stretching 800 miles from just north of Islamabad and following the Old Silk Road, an ancient trade route. It winds its way around India before arriving in China's Xinjiang region in the city of Kashgar. The route's highest point approaches 4,700 meters above sea level, providing some of the most breathtaking views in the world both on the way up and on the way down. To top it all off, the most beautiful mountain ranges, the Himalaya ranges, and the Hindu Kush are on the way. Number 4. Route 1, Iceland. Route 1 runs for 800 miles in total, completing a full circle around this small island nation without touching the northernmost parts, which are the coldest and almost uninhabited. The ring road is another name for the highway. Because Greenland is the only country above Iceland, excluding northern parts of Canada, and has even colder conditions, this Icelandic route was designed as well as it could have been under the current conditions. Having said that, the scenery along this road is, by some accounts, the most dramatic in the world. Number 3. Ruta 40, Argentina. Ruta 40 is one of the world's longest road stretches, covering over 95 miles as it winds its way alongside the Andes Mountains and at times dives into the range itself. The sights encountered on the highway, which connects 20 of the country's national parks, are some of the most extraordinary on Earth, especially when meandering through the remote plains of Patagonia. In the El Chalten area, as one approaches southern Patagonia, one can enjoy unforgettable views of the Fitzroy and Cerro Torres ranges. The route runs almost the entire length of the country, with the southernmost point at Cabo Vergen, and continues north in the embrace of the Andes Mountains to the west. The naturally beautiful remote crystal lakes contrast with the busy city centers, which contrasts with the humble villages dotted along the highway. Nearing the end, Abra del Aque, the region's highest point at 4,952 meters above sea level, leads to the journey's end at the town of La Quiaca, displaying a diverse landscape ranging from wetlands to grand glaciers. Number 2. Transfagarasan Highway, Romania. The Transfagarasan Highway, which stretches for just over 150 kilometers, is a real treasure in Romania for all adventure seekers and myth fans. If taken out of necessity, this asphalt ribbon dotted with lookouts is also known as one of the world's best driving roads, with the added bonus of offering spectacular mountain vistas. Transfagarasan winds its way south from Cartesora to Curtea de Argas, where it begins its zigzagging journey from Transylvania to Muntenia. Despite the mountainous terrain and numerous twists and turns, it is known as the most popular route in this part of the continent. With the country's history and mystery unfolding in front of one's eyes, there are many dark, scary tunnels dotted along the route, the longest of which extends for 800 meters. Number 1. Chapman's Peak, South Africa. The curvy 9-kilometer route winds the Atlantic coast between Noordhoek, a Cape Town suburb, and Hout Bay on South Africa's southwestern tip, and is the world's most spectacular marine drive. Chapman's Peak, also known as Chappies, is 114 curves of the rocky skirts of the coastline that offer a view of the abyss down a sheer drop of 593 meters to the Atlantic Ocean. The breathtaking 180-degree views of South Africa's most spectacular coastlines open up on the other side of the rocky, skyward-reaching peaks. The route that follows the Atlantic coast connects Cape Town and the South Peninsula with views of the wide-open ocean and distant mountains along the way. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.